Hey Trojans, happy Monday. Welcome back to Mr. Spencer's virtual math class. I am so glad you're here joining us today. We're starting a new series called A Place for Everything. And now it may sound like Mr. Spencer's got to clean his desk and make sure everything gets away in the place it's supposed to be. But we're really kicking off a review and then learning even more about place value. So I'm really excited about that. Let's take a look at our agenda for today. We're going to change it around just a little bit, but this is it for the most part. We are going to start with a welcoming ritual, a one-word check-in. I got that on there twice for some reason. I guess I was really excited about our one-word check-in today. Then we're going to do a quick check about our expectations. Then we're going to do a number talk with some multiplication. After our number talk, we're going to move into learning about Nearpod. It's this new technology we'll be using in math. I think you've used something like it called Class Kick with Miss Hayden. But this tends to be a little bit friendlier for math. So we're going to use Nearpod today and then moving forward. We're also going to review place value and introduce the thousandths place. And then we'll wrap things up today with an exit ticket. Awesome. So let's kick things off with our one-word check-in. I want you to choose one word to describe how you're feeling right now, and then share it. I'm so sorry. This new update to my computer's got everything moving all around. Share it with me somehow, or share it with an adult in your life. Share it with a friend. Share how you're feeling right now in one word. If you want, you can share that word, just the word, or you can elaborate more on why you chose that word. I would love to share my word with you. The word that describes how I'm feeling right now is nervous. I am very nervous and have been all day today using this new technology, Nearpod, to see how it works in our class, both in person or live as well as in this recording. So I'm very nervous to see how it goes. Love to hear your word if you want to share it with me in a text, email, a Schoology message, phone call, whatever you want. Share it with me if you're up for it. I'd love to hear your word now that you've heard mine. So I want to hit 3 expectations today as we continue to get back into the routine of this virtual school. Here they are. If you're joining a live class, make sure you've got your camera on. Let me also say this. If you don't have an MNPS laptop, or you do have an MNPS laptop and on the bottom of it, there's a white sticker, you can bring that to Goodlettsville Middle, or if you haven't gotten one yet, come to Goodlettsville Middle School. We finally are able to hand out the new computers. These ones have a yellow sticker on the bottom, so if you already have a computer with a yellow sticker on the bottom, you're all set. But if you don't yet have an MNPS computer with a yellow sticker on the bottom, swing on by Goodlettsville Middle any day between 9 and 4, and you can pick up your brand new laptop. They are new and set up just for you and should make virtual learning a little bit easier. We also have school 5 days a week right now. So we've got our live classes Monday, Wednesday, Friday that are all together with us learning at the same time. Remember, we call those synchronous. And then Tuesday and Thursday are our asynchronous days. That means we're learning independently at our own paces, but you do have assignments for all of your classes. And then remember, we've got 24 hours after a class or an assignment is assigned to get that assignment completed. That means we're doing things on the day where they're assigned or the next day at the latest. And that's just helping us keep you all on track, because we know that once you start to fall behind, it just gets bigger and bigger and harder to catch up. So if something does happen, just let us know. We can get everything taken care of and get you back on track. Awesome. So we're going to start with a number talk today. I want you to solve the problem in your head and then explain to someone else how you solve this problem. You can explain it to an adult at your house or wherever you are, or a friend, or visit me tomorrow during our help hours and pop in and tell me about your strategy you used. If you've come up with one strategy, try to come up with a second or third strategy. But here is our problem for our number talk today. It is 25 times 6. So pause the video here. Think about doing this in your head. How can you solve this problem? Pause the video here. Ooh, my head is cut off. Pause the video here, and then when you've got your answer, go ahead and unpause the video and join us back. Welcome back. We're so glad you came back. I should probably clear away my number up there. We're going to get back to learning about Nearpod in just a moment, but first I want us to look at place values. So we know from 4th grade and before, every digit has a name for where it is. Like the 0 in this number is in the tenths place, whereas the 6 is in the hundreds place. Now you have probably seen all of these places before, from the thousands place to the hundreds place to the tens place to the ones place, and you got your little decimal. Then you have the tenths place and the hundreds place. Let's take a look at this one all together, and we're also going to go ahead and write this down. So make sure you got your piece of paper and something to write with, and we will take a look at this number. Let me butt myself up just a bit there. So we're going to start with our ones place. It's right here in the middle. And it's the home base for everything that we do. All right, so we got our ones place. It's right here where the 4 is. Now, one spot to the left of this is the 3. And that 3 is in the tens place. And you probably already know that. Because that 3 represents 30. So there are 3 tens. All right, so we got our ones place, we have our tens place. Let's look at our 2. Our 2 is going to be in the hundreds place. Hundreds. I will help myself there. It's in the hundreds place. So that 2 represents 200s or 200. And then that 1, we know just because it's just to the left of the comma, that 1 is going to be in the thousands place. Okay. I like it so far. So far, so good. Awesome. Well, now let's take a look at the other side of our number, on the right side of the decimal place. That 5, I know that you know that 5 right here is in the tenths place. But hey, look at that. One spot to the left of the ones place is the tens place, and one spot to the right of the ones place is the tenths place. Now take a look at the ending of those words with us. We're going to underline it. On the right side of the decimal place, we have THS, but on the left side we have just an S, so just tens. Okay. Well, let's go back and look at our hundreds place. I know that you know that this 6 is in the hundredths place. And again, we have that THS on the right side of the decimal place, whereas on the left side, we just have just the S. What we notice, if we go 2 places to the left of the ones place, we're in the hundreds place. And then the same number 2 places to the right of the ones place, we're in the hundredths place. Okay, so this is much as we know. But looking at how this ones is in the middle, it really works just like a mirror. The mirror, that is the ones place, reflects where our whole numbers are to the decimal side, but in the opposite direction. So we start in the ones, and then what goes one way gets bigger as it goes away from the ones, and then it gets bigger going away from the ones the other way too. So our ones is really just reflecting what is on the left side of the decimal place with what's on the right side of the decimal place. So knowing what we've just learned about that, let's look at the thousands place. The thousands place is 1, 2, 3 places to the left of the ones place. Let's see what happens when we go 3 places to the right. And just for fun, I'm going to put a 7 there. Just carry on our pattern. And that becomes our thousandths place. And so on the left side, we have our thousandths. Sorry, thousands. I even get confused sometimes. On the left side, we have our thousands. And then on the right side, we have the thousandths. Both of them are 3 places away from the 1 or our mirror, the ones place. Okay, and I just want to pause here for just a moment. I'm going to underline while we've got a second that ending THS on the end of thousandths. And then I want to write that word up here. Because thousandths is one of my favorite words in the English language. And that right there is because there are 5 consonants at the end of the word thousandths. There are 5 consonants. There are so few words in the English language that have that many consonants in a row without a vowel. But yeah, that's one of my favorite words in the English language. Awesome. All right, so now we have our place value chart. We're in thousands, hundreds, tens, ones, tenths, hundredths, thousandths. And I'm going to try and remember to over-enunciate so we remember and we can tell the difference between when I'm saying hundreds or hundredths. So I'm going to be a little crazy there. I'm sorry. I'll try to help us keep track of the differences. Okay, so next we're going to learn about Nearpod, and this is something really cool that I love, this piece of technology that's going to allow us to see each other's work in more real time. We've started in our live classes, and hopefully you'll be able to join us during one of those and try it out. But it will also work during our recorded classes as well. It allows me to put questions online right on the computer, and then you can respond to them with typing, you can respond to them with drawing, and I can see your responses in real time, which is so cool. So that means I can see it as you're doing it. I can provide feedback to you. If you're in the middle of it, you don't have to submit something. Have me see it and then give it back to you. You can say, hey, Mr. Spencer, can you check out my Nearpod for this assignment? And then I can look it up on my end as well. Okay, so in our Schoology page, there is a link. It's Monday. Today is Monday. So we have today's Nearpod ready to go. Click on that link. It'll open in a new page, and it will open just like this, I hope. It's loading. All right, so then you're going to go ahead and put in your name where it says your name. If you want to go by something else, just really ignore this other optional name. I'll know it's you if you put your name in. And then you'll be able to progress through these slides. So this already looks like what we've got going on. They'll look different depending on how we're using it each day. Today, there are just 2 things we need to do during this time. We're going to click all the way through until we see where it says, try it out. So in try it out, I want you to fill in those 3 things. First is your name. Second is your math teacher. Hint, hint, that's me. And then third is to draw a hat on the wonderful Bailey. So I want you to play around with this. These tools down here are your different options. You have a pen. You have a highlighter. You can add a text box in. You can drag it around, resize it. So I'll start with some text down here. And I know that my name is, I guess I need to click on that. Oh, it went away. See, this is why we're practicing these things. Drag this down, and I know that my name is Mr. Spencer. Now I can change the color of it. I can make it bigger. I like blue and I like it nice and big. Once I click out of it, that box is good to go. Next, I want to write who my math teacher is. Guess what? That is also me. But this time, I'm going to draw it with a marker. And I know completely that writing with a mouse or on a trackpad is incredibly hard. So I will never expect this to look fantastic. I know for me personally, I would choose to use the text box because it comes out looking a lot nicer. But if this is something you prefer to do, you can absolutely do that. You can also change the width of your pen, how thick it is, you can change the color, any of that. And then your third step would be to draw a hat on Bailey. So get creative with it. And the cool thing is, I can see what you're doing. You don't have to worry about submitting it. You can absolutely hit the submit button right here, and it'll just move you on to the next slide. So once you've gotten that done, this is one of your 2 things to do in our Nearpod. Once you've done these 3 steps, click on through until the end. Oh, I will, right now, I guess you have to draw on that page. Just put something there. Put something on this one. You don't have to do anything, just draw on it. I will edit those as soon as I can. Same with this one. And then we'll get to our exit ticket. I will fix that for next time, y'all. Thank you for bearing with me. It's a learning process. And then we have our exit ticket, which is going to be where we're wrapping up today. There are 3 questions on your exit ticket. The first 2 say you have to write a number with certain numbers or certain digits in certain place values. And then the third one just asks you what number is in the tenths place and what number is in the thousandths place. Awesome. If y'all have any questions about today, just let me know. Y'all are absolutely awesome. Thank you for watching this video and following along with all of these. I hope you enjoy Nearpod, and I really hope you get to join us during a live class session, or come see me during our help hours and we can create a live session there for you too. Awesome. Bye, y'all. Have an awesome day, and I can't wait to see you soon.